Hey peeps, what's going on? What's going on? All right, this is a quick live. Although Facebook lately is being very weird with live streams. I'm noticing that it's not quite getting out there these days. Don't know what's going on with the algorithm. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Whoever knows. So I'm gonna do this live stream. This is a little different. And I'm saying this, probably gonna ruffle some feathers, and that's okay. What I'm saying isn't for everybody, okay? Because right now, if you're in America, it's probably a very emotional time. It's a fearful time. It's a lot of news, a lot of stories, a lot of things going around, right? And my absolute heart, goes out to every single person, life that was lost, every family member or anybody who's dealing with the tragedies that have happened in the last 48 hours here in America, right? And so out comes all the social media stuff, out comes all the different opinions, and it's mental health, it's gun control, it's all these different things, right? And all I would say right now is I'm just here and I see so many different things, and I see different opinions. I see a lot of people fighting or getting offended, or just, a lot of tension between people. And it's, and you have to wonder, right? You have to really wonder, what is going on? And I know there's at times like this, and especially my empaths out there, because we're all, these open receptors and can take things in very deeply and can take in the collective, consciousness, or take in the collective vibe that's out there. And what we read and what we see, we can also take in very deeply, right? So it means that this is the time to be very, very, very careful. Light workers, yes, and empaths, because when there are tragedies and there are people that are hurting, just the fact that these things are happening right now says, all I know is this, okay? There are so many different theories. Oh, this was a shooting. This was due to mental illness. This was due to the fact that Americans are allowed to have assault rifles. This is due to, now I also read now things that's all staged, that if you look closely, that the shooter in one picture has one pair of pants on, another picture has another pair of pants on. So it's some government or some very, very wealthy people who are just staging all this stuff and creating all this stuff to distract you from some other agenda. And the truth of what is the truth? And everybody is arguing with one another, saying, this is the truth, that's the truth, no, this is the truth, no, you're woke, no, you're woke. And the word woke is starting to drive me nuts. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm done. I am done using the word woke, first of all. But that's a whole other video, because the truth is, we don't know the truth. We don't know the truth. Unless you were there and you could see, and maybe even then, if you were there, you don't completely know the truth. Was it real? Was it staged? We'll never know. The truth is, we'll never know. All we know is whatever happened, it's an indication that there's a lot of fear and a lot of pain in our world right now. That's all I know. That's all I know, that unfortunately, some people's lives were lost. And there's something going on that's this collective pain, anguish, suffering, or pain and suffering that is being orchestrated by other people, other forces that are certainly greater than you and I, okay? Because, and that are trying to get people to focus on other details so they don't do what? This is all because, and it's funny because I was just having a conversation on Facebook with people that I care about deeply and respect as, fellow light workers and wonderful people, that, people who are spiritual are leaning towards the side of, it's this big staged thing. And some people who are, very spiritual don't pay attention to politics at all. Right? Because why? Because it's not in your control. It's not in your control. So what can you do? The only thing that I know about truth is that the only truth that I know of and I don't claim to be more woke than anybody, and I don't follow anybody and think that someone else is woke and they are, making changes and doing things. The only the only people that I know, I'm going to go back to the people that I remember have made change, right? Like maybe Gandhi, Mother Teresa, people who actually really made big changes. Now, they didn't have social media, so who knows what they would have done in today's world. But what I do know is the underlying theme with them is the one truth that I know of, which is love. That is the only truth. Oh, one is love. Two is all we have is this present moment. This present moment right now. There is no other truth. The past is past, the future hasn't come yet. So living in either one of those places only takes me or you out of the present moment. So if I'm reading stories about, well, this is some stage thing, or this is some due to mental health antidepressant thing, or this is due to some gun control thing, and arguing with, and I have to watch myself too, because I'm getting in these debates myself, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm just doing what I'm saying right now. I'm taking myself out of the present moment, and I'm taking myself out of a space of love, because that's what really matters, and that's what's real at the end of the day. So other people who were catalysts for change in our lifetimes, in our history, they focused on love every single time. They said, and Gandhi said, be the change. Right? I think it was Gandhi. Was it Gandhi? That said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And they did that. They went out and they were the change. They didn't, post, and they didn't become a keyboard warrior and post on Facebook and start debates and say, well, this is truth, this is that. It was, they chose to be the change. Not follow some guru or someone that said this is the truth, right? Because any movement like that, whether it's politics, whether it's some anon in the internet, or if it's some church or whatever it is, anyone that's going to tell me and bring together a community out of fear, out of some fear-based thinking, tells me that to me is not my truth. It can be your truth. To me, it's just love. If I don't feel like it comes from a space of love, then I will watch with a very cautious eye, a very critical eye, until, I don't know. But right now, I don't see any conversation out there that's happening that is really truly coming from a space of love, coming with solutions of love, coming with how can we, I think, Crystal, you're on here right now, you said that the best thing we can do is become higher vibrational versions of ourselves. That's it. And I think that's what I just said. People who made big changes in history did just that. They became the highest versions of themselves possible, right? In order to make that change and be these catalysts, because all we can do is be it, or raise our children to be the next catalyst for change, whatever that is. But I would just encourage all of you now to just watch and be really, really mindful, and whatever speaks to you. My version of love could be completely different from yours, and that's okay. I'm not here to judge what's right and wrong. I'm just here to say, just be very, very careful. Be very careful about what you're listening to, who you're following, and what information you're taking in, especially if you're an empath and you tend to get very, very caught up in it, and we get very affected by that. There is no one, as far as I know, one right group that is on the right track with where our world needs to go yet. There are conversations happening, there are thoughts out there, but I don't know that I've really seen any type of movement or any type of leader that is going in the place of bringing our humanity, especially here in America, our American citizens, to a place of more prosperity, more abundance, more, humanity, care, whatever you want to say. Have you? I have not seen that yet. Because by the time somebody gets to Washington, no matter what they say in their campaign, they are bought. They end up getting bought. Or their ideas end up getting squashed by those who are bought. So until there are some major infrastructure changes in our leadership, in our country anyway, I don't foresee any one person being able to take that on. I don't know. It's up to what you read and what you see and the vibes that you pick up from it, the way that it makes you feel. Check in, body scan. Does it make you feel like, oh, like we're screwed, or like just feels, or does it feel like, feels good? Like this is, I don't know. This is speaking of a place where I want to go that feels like this is the best next place for humanity to go. I don't know. Like this is just for you to decide. This is for every individual person to decide. But boy, it's just so sad. It's so sad to see all the fear. Get back to the book. It's all written there. By the book, are you meaning the Bible? To Marie? I think Q does both. I think Q has some fear-based stuff and some positive stuff. And I think could be truth to what that movement is saying, or I don't even want to call it a person because we don't have any idea. Whatever that movement is saying, could be some truth there. That's thing that makes sense, but is it all positive? I don't know. So all you can do is go be the change you want to do. Crystal, you want to go get some land and get some friends and build a community of tiny houses and live off the land. Yes, being the change, like making your own fucking freedom. There you go. It's possible. We still, unless I'm not thinking correctly, here in America, we still have, for the most part, the freedom to create whatever life we want. For the most part, right? We can really go and take action and do something, or we can create, we still have the freedom of movement and to create whatever life we want. So until that changes, why not just do that? I can't, this whole system is falling away slowly but surely. Well, so they say, so it says, but I don't subscribe to somebody who says, watch for the symbols, watch for the signs, like follow the white rabbit in the Matrix, watch for this, something's going to happen on Tuesday and this is going to happen. Like, really, just do it already. I mean, give me a break. I don't know. To me, things like that, religion, politics, these like institutions keep us very, very much distracted, fear, anger, like looking to somebody for help and salvation when we already have it. That, as far as the spirituality that I've learned, that I work with, and I'm not perfect by any friggin' stretch, and I don't claim to be. I'm not a guru. I'm not that. But we, each person have the salvation already. I don't need to listen to that person or do that. But that's just, well, of course I'm coming to visit when you get the land. You shitting me? Are you kidding me? Look, that's a given, girl. That's why I don't go to church either. And so I'm just, I want this, I don't know, like it gets me emotional. Like I want to see us as a human collective consciousness come to a point where we just see how powerful we really are. And we don't have to, that old mentality for sure is falling away, but how much actual living from a place of, and thank you for laughing at that. It is funny, isn't it? But seriously, coming to a place of more love and humanity, and we'll just, I don't know. I can't. I don't know where I'm going with this because, like I said, until there are radical changes in the infrastructure in our country, I don't really see much happening. We'll see how it goes. The jury's still out. We'll see. But my goodness, my friends, just be so mindful. Empaths, protect yourself, guard yourselves, protect your energy. And I don't mean that in a divisive way, like I have to protect and keep you out. Like it's more like I am going to choose to go, listen to, and be places and with people and doing things that make me feel better and feel good. And anything that really like brings up fear and just, or disgust or rage or like division or mistrust, that's something to be cautionary, or not cautionary, something to be mindful of and something to be aware of and just look at, because you can make all the changes you want. You can create a life of freedom. I mean, we're not completely free, let's face it. I mean, no society is completely free. But here in America, we have so many opportunities to create what we want. So go do it. Go be that change, right? Go help, help help a fellow person today, honor the lives that were lost, right? And honor this, just every country is at the moment. I know, right? Just whatever we can do to reach out and help and show love. That's really the only thing that I know in the history of whatever that has made any serious lasting change. If it's done through fear or violence, it doesn't last, or it brings more pain and anguish than anything else. I don't know, unless I'm wrong, I'm always willing to stand corrected. Always willing to be if I'm wrong and you correct me and that's all good, I will stand corrected, okay? I'm not like I'm right and you're wrong. 2027, change is coming. Oh yeah, and I believe this is all happening right now for this reason. This is why I don't get all oh, well, the Trump this and the Trump that. This is all coming to us because we have to learn something from this. It's showing us the contrast of this love versus fear, and which side are you going to go on? That's the question. Which side are you going to choose to go on? And you have to be able to discern that. We will do this together. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way. Yeah, together in love, in community. Shit. And I don't know why this is so hard. It is hard work. It's freaking exhausting, but we can do this. And I truly believe that our children will do this. They will pick up where we left off. I wish I could have done more in my generation earlier on, but we only had the consciousness we had, and that's okay. But I believe our children are really they're gonna do some shit, and look out, man. Like, I'm telling you. But we can only pave the way. We can only pave the way for them to finish it. You know, that's my belief. That's just my belief. But I love you guys, and I'm saying this because not to argue with anybody, not to like call anybody out or offend or be like, you're wrong, I'm right, what are you doing? I want us to just remember, you know, why we're in this light worker space, why we're paying attention to our empath gifts and trying to grow, because we want to get closer to love. That's it. That's the only thing. So let's do this. Let's do this. And in this right now, when they're wanting us to look and read and get upset and get pissed off and fearful and oh my God, just what would unconditional love do right now? What would love do? What would love do? Right now, I'm just going to go home and be with the fam. What would love do? And maybe, I don't know what this means as a spiritual light worker activist. This is a whole new concept for me that I'm actually diving into behind the scenes in my own space right now, because what does that mean? I don't think it's defined yet. I don't think it's been defined, and this is gonna be interesting. That's all I can say. But that's all we can do. That's all we can do. I know. Is just be the freaking change. Be the freaking change. I know. We're breathing, we're meditating, but sometimes that's not enough, right? Sometimes that's not enough. You know, we're gonna go out there and not allow ourselves to be distracted by those who want us to go out and buy more stuff or medicate ourselves. Or, I mean, if you need it, you need it. This is not a conversation about that. But you know what I'm saying? To find some Band-Aid solution, or to, you know, get so afraid that we no longer feel love for our fellow human, right? Because we just don't trust anybody anymore. We don't reach out to our fellow humans. I don't even know my neighbors. Isn't that sad? Love is the only real thing. All else is an illusion. Serena, high five. High five. We are light workers. Every single one of us. It's just some of us have chosen to go towards the fear and be more influenced by that. That's all. But everybody is a light worker. Yeah. My God. All right. I love you guys. So remember now, I'm going to start talking this week about my online show, The Awakened Empath. If you're not subscribed, I just announced yesterday that Dr. Shafali is one of my amazing speakers. So talk about consciousness, and she does conscious parenting, friggin' amazing. And so many other 20 other amazing people that I'm going to start introducing on my wall this week. So check it out. So I'm going to kind of reveal who they are and talk about what they are going to come and tell you about. And in the meantime, you want to see the show emailed to you. It's awakenedempathlive.com or jenrapinion.com. So go there, talk. If you're gonna watch something, let's watch something inspiring to give us hope and faith and love. Let's go there. All right, I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna go and just do the thing. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do and go back and be with the family. And yeah, all right. So any questions, message me. If you want any words of encouragement or hugs in a world right now that is trying to scare the shit out of us, message me. I'm here for you. I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to listen to you and hold space for you. And I don't judge no matter what you choose to believe. Whatever, Republican, Democrat, like religion or not, I don't care. Like, I don't judge. Okay? I just want you to feel happy and fulfilled and love, and that you're loved and that you are giving love out there, because that's really all that's true. That's really all that we have. So I'm here for you. I'm holding some space. And I have a group called The Awakened Empath, and in there we'll hold space for you as well. And that's all I'm here to do. That's all I'm here to do. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Have an amazing day.